And my husband is still tickled with me, if you know what I mean. And he comes in to our bedroom about every night, flaring his nostrils at me. And I know what that means. And he gets hyper-focused on his phone looking at sports or something, and then I'm over here with 2 beagles in the bed in a gown and praying to the dear Lord, please let me sleep through the night, Lord, please. Please let me sleep through the night. And I drift off to sleep, and then my husband remembers me. And I'm over here dead to the world, and he reaches over and grabs one of my breasts. And it puts me into a blind rage. Look at y'all in these half-zip golf pullovers. Hello. That says health insurance to me. All right, y'all make me think of my husband. Let me tell you about him. Because he's got a 401k. And, yeah. Okay, we met at the University of Tennessee. When I hear a man say, go Vols, I think, oh my Lord, did I make out with him in the 80s? But there was no cussing. And I said, nobody's gonna cuss in this house. And when I mean cuss, like the F word, F-A-R-T, no ma'am, no ma'am. And so I said, nobody's gonna call anybody butt or stupid, all right? Not to mention nasty, terrible words, but I said, nobody's gonna call anybody butt or stupid. They did exactly like I told them. Those first 2 would have never uttered a word. That third one came along. It started out with spell cussing. She'd come in a room and go, what the H? She calls my husband Chuck. His name is Chuck. She go, Chuck, you a-hole. And my husband just gets so tickled. And then she'd come in a room and go, what's up, mofos? But anyway, so my middle one, I said, it's your birthday. What do you want? She goes, well, I could use some new prescription glasses. And I said, oh, good. Why don't we get you a flu shot to go with that? Were y'all so surprised that Nate Bargatze came in here? Is that not crazy? When they called and asked me can he come in and do for the Tonight? I was like, what? He can do whatever he wants to. It's like Elvis. He is blown up all over the country, and he was so cute and in his pants. Did y'all notice that? Tiny, lean. I was like, are you not eating bread? I love history. They wanted to take me to the Clermont Lounge. Anybody here heard of that? Well, let's tell all these other innocent and sweet, precious people what that Sodom and Gomorrah is. The Clermont Lounge is in the Clermont Hotel, and that's, I guess, a historical hotel. And they painted it pink, and I think it's expensive to stay there. And there's a rooftop bar where all the young people take their Instagram pictures and put it on there. And then inside the hotel is a restaurant, a bar, and a coffee shop. What people had of me, they said that I held my purse all night and went. After I was there for a while, I realized there's people that like to go to this place. First of all, darling gay men. Darling, precious gay men. And I don't know if it's because, hey. I don't know if it's because y'all like to encourage and lift up and cheer. You know? I think so, you doll. Okay, and then women's groups. Women's groups go. That sounds like Bible study. Not that. It's like girls with cowboy hats on and boas, and they're going for bachelorettes and birthday, and they're going, oh, that kind of girl. And then serial killers. Serial killers like to go. I know I looked in the face of a serial killer. The first woman that came out was at least 70 years old. My team said, where do you want to work out this new material? Let's send you to Southern California, sunny Southern California, and you get away from that Tennessee winter. And I was like, okay. This was January 2023, and I know y'all don't remember because sweet California people have been through so much with weather and all that kind of stuff, but this was a unbelievable rain, like an unusual rain that they had not had in decades, and they called it biblical. And so my travel agent called me the day that we were flying out, and she said, a biblical storm is hitting Southern California. You're not going to make it. And she sent me an article that had the word ark in it. And I was like... But me and my baby child went out there, and we landed, and everything was all right. It really wasn't that much rain. They're just not used to it out there. And maybe I did, but somebody had to do it. And then I like to wear an Apple Watch because I like to monitor my own heart health. And then I like to push that button that tells you where your iPhone is. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know. And by the end of that month, she screamed at me and said, quit dinging that Apple Watch. Your iPhone's in your lap. The first place we go to is Oxnard, California. No. I know. What is Delta 8? I still don't know what it is, but I do feel like if dope's right here, it must be right up under dope. And they may be sprinkled with LSD, maybe. She said, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take one a night, and you got to be consistent over time with it. And I was like, okay. It scared me to death. And I got it in the car, and I thought, I better not drive fast. And I got it home, and Chuck Morgan was there. And I didn't tell him what I had done. And I went, hey. I got it and took it back and put it in my closet. And I waited until nightfall. And I was scared to death. I took a nibble off of one, just a nibble. I didn't even take a whole one, just a nibble. And I don't know if this was in my head, but 20 minutes later, my heart was beating out of my body. We drove to Oxnard. I worked the first weekend in Oxnard, and they are darling people. I thought, who are these people? Who is out here living? Because there's big old houses with boats pulled up to them. You know, I've never seen anything like that. I thought, who are these hoop-de-doo people? And I asked them, I go, what do people do here for a living? And they said, we farm. Well, I'm from farming people. I'm from farming people, and we grow alfalfa and corn and soy. And so I asked them, I go, what do y'all farm? And they said, strawberries and dope. Where my kids went to school, they went to a small Christian school in Knoxville.